In a stunning revelation that no one saw coming, it's now confirmed. Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun have secretly welcomed a baby together. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more breaking updates, emotional love stories, and the biggest reveals from your favorite stars. The entertainment world stood still earlier today when both actors' agencies released a joint statement that sent shockwaves through the hearts of fans worldwide. In a brief but heartfelt message, they confirmed that Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun had quietly welcomed a healthy baby into their lives. There was no grand announcement, no red carpet reveal, no flashy media campaign. Just a single sentence confirming what had been whispered in corners of fandoms for months. That the two stars had not only been in a relationship, but had taken the next step and become parents. For longtime fans who followed them since their unforgettable roles in The King, Eternal Monarch, this revelation was surreal. The chemistry between Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun had sparked endless speculation, countless fan edits, and passionate debates online. Many believed their on-screen connection was too strong to be just acting. But despite the rumors, both remained silent. No confirmations, no denials, just professionalism and grace. Now everything falls into place. The carefully timed breaks from the spotlight, the rare social media posts, the gentle absence from certain press events. The clues were all there, scattered like puzzle pieces that fans are now hurriedly putting together with wide-eyed wonder. Their love story wasn't just imagined, it was real, and it had quietly blossomed into a family. According to insiders close to both actors, Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun made the decision early on to keep the pregnancy and birth private. They didn't want their child to grow up in the shadow of flashing cameras or trending hashtags. For them, love wasn't something to be displayed. It was something to be protected. And that's exactly what they did. With only a small circle of trusted friends and family aware, they managed the near impossible in the world of fame. Complete privacy. Kim Go-eun is said to have spent much of her pregnancy in a private residence outside of Seoul, focusing on her health and preparing quietly for motherhood. Meanwhile, Lee Min-ho took a step back from international promotions and stayed mostly in Korea, reportedly making regular visits to ensure he was there for every moment. Those who knew whispered admiration behind closed doors. They saw how the two stars supported one another, not as idols or celebrities, but simply as partners, navigating the biggest change in their lives. From choosing nursery items together to attending quiet prenatal checkups, they weren't acting out a drama. They were living a very real, very beautiful story. The baby, whose name and gender have not yet been revealed, is already being called a miracle child by adoring fans. Within hours of the announcement, social media exploded with hashtags like #MinGoBaby, #LeeMinHoDad, and #KimGoEunMom. Fans from Korea, the Philippines, Indonesia, China, and beyond expressed not just shock, but overwhelming joy. For many, this wasn't just a celebrity baby. It was the continuation of a love story they had secretly rooted for all along. Even fellow celebrities were quick to react. While most kept their comments subtle, one close friend of Kim Go-eun shared in a now viral post, "I've never seen her happier. Quiet, content, and glowing in a way that's hard to put into words. She was made to be a mom." Similarly, someone who had worked with Lee Min-ho noted that he'd recently seemed calmer, more grounded, even during intense filming schedules. He smiled more often, like he had a secret the world couldn't take from him. And now, that secret is out, not with scandal but with celebration. Industry experts have applauded the couple for how they handled everything. In an age where celebrity lives are often open books, Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun rewrote the rules. They chose peace over publicity, silence over spectacle, and in doing so, they've earned even more respect from fans and peers alike. Of course, speculations are already swirling. How did no one know? Were there clues hidden in their recent interviews or social posts? Some fans pointed to a recent interview where Lee Min-ho was asked about future plans. His answer? "I think sometimes life surprises you in the best ways, especially when you learn to protect what matters." At the time, it was dismissed as vague. Now it feels like a confession hidden in plain sight. Kim Go-eun, in one of her rare recent appearances, had spoken of feeling more complete than ever before, leading some to believe that even then, she was quietly sharing her joy with the world, just without giving it all away. As the news continues to ripple across the internet, tributes from fans grow more creative. Some have written letters to the couple, thanking them for proving that love doesn't need to be loud to be powerful. Others are making fan art, imagining the baby inheriting Kim Go-eun's gentle eyes and Lee Min-ho's dazzling smile. One post read, "They created magic on screen. Now they've created something even more precious off it." And yet, amid all the excitement, the couple has remained silent since the official statement. No interviews, no social media posts, just a quiet acknowledgement that their lives have changed forever. Sources say they are focused entirely on their child right now, and that public appearances are unlikely in the near future. They are soaking in the moments, midnight feedings, first smiles, lullabies in the stillness of night. Moments that are fleeting, sacred, and theirs alone. The agencies have asked for privacy on their behalf, and fans seem more than willing to give it. Unlike past celebrity baby announcements that sparked media frenzies, this one has been met with more tenderness than intrusion. It's a testament to the bond Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun share with their supporters. A bond built not on constant exposure, but quiet admiration. There's also talk now of what this might mean for their careers. Will they return to acting soon? Will they take an extended break? At this point, no one knows for sure. But what everyone agrees on is that no matter what roles they play next, this one, parent, will be their most meaningful yet. For Lee Min-ho, who has played kings, fighters, and romantic leads, this new role feels like the ultimate evolution. And for Kim Go-eun, whose performances have always been marked by emotional depth and quiet strength, motherhood only deepens the essence she brings to every character. But beyond the headlines and speculation, this story is, at its heart, about love. Love that grew slowly, quietly. Love that didn't need approval to be real. Love that, in its own time, gave the world something beautiful. A new beginning. A quiet promise. A child born of shared dreams and private devotion. And perhaps that's what makes this announcement so powerful. It wasn't made for attention. It wasn't planned for views. It was shared because love, in its purest form, has a way of making itself known when the moment is right and the hearts are ready. So here's to Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun, not just as actors, but as parents. Here's to the baby they kept safe and secret, now embraced by a world that couldn't be happier for them. And here's to the journey ahead, filled with new stories, deeper love, and a future written not in scripts, but in the everyday joys of family. And while the world processes this heartfelt revelation, whispers are already growing louder about what might come next for Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun. Some insiders suggest that the couple is already planning how to raise their child away from the public eye, perhaps even considering time abroad, in a place where they can enjoy a slower pace of life, free from constant attention.